Good evening, friends, and we are live. This is Linda at Linda Stamp and Escape, and it is Tuesday, the 20th of January. I hope everybody is staying warm, at least my Wisconsin friends, because it is about oh, 4 degrees outside. It is nippy. Tomorrow will be above 10, so it'll snow again. Isn't that fun? So, welcome everybody and stop on over and say hello. Like to see who's stamping with me tonight. We have Karen and Vicky and Deborah so far. Welcome, ladies. Tonight I am going to be showcasing the Easter time mix and match ephemera pack. So you can spring into creativity with this cute little pack. And you got little bunnies in there, so you can create adorable Easter cards and other crafts, all sorts of things. Scrapbook pages it will work on. So you get 6 total sheets and 2 sheets of these 3 designs. So you have plenty to work with. If you were hanging around with me during the kickoff party, um, you know that I pulled this out once before, so you'll be able to see a little bit more with this. Hey, Tony and Beth and Sharon, Vicky, you ladies all joined us. I hope I got everybody here. Wonderful. Okay, yeah, these cute little images here are already pre-cut, so they're so easy to work with. So I'm going to actually make 2 cards tonight. And then I will be sharing my updated card because I actually got the greeting on there. Okay, we are going to start with a early espresso card base. So this is 8.5 by 5.5. It's an A2 card. Hey, Chris and Barb. And then I'm going to pull in some flirty flamingo, and I cut this 5.5 by 4 inches. And then I have some basic white, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And it is embossed with the all in a row embossing folder. Isn't that cute? Reminds me of little Easter baskets. So then I chose a wreath and, of course, one of the little bunnies. And then our greeting is going to be on this piece that I cut here from the Textured Notes dies. And my greeting, ladies, you're going to love this, is from Exploring Nature. So, hey, we all know we can mix and match, right? And I just love this for scrapbooking, but that little hello sunshine really caught my eye. So that is another reason why I bought this. Nature is my happy place. I think my happy place, you could just use that with markers and then stamp that. So I don't know, there's a lot you can do with this one too. So let's do that. Let's get our Hello Sunshine stamped on here. And of course, I'm using that flirty flamingo. I can tell I've been making Valentine's cards because I am running way low on flirty flamingo. So let's get this lined up here. And I'm going to do it towards the end. Hold that down for just a minute. Ooh, beautiful. Now let's get our layers together. So scored and folded, of course, at 4 1/4. We'll just burnish that edge. Okay, now it's all about the layering. So I saw somebody say they were cold. It is cold out there. And Friday's going to be colder. Come on. If it's not below zero, it is snowing here. We are getting punished. It just, I don't know. Actually, I just got back in about 45 minutes ago from shoveling again. At least it was so cold out that it sucked up all the moisture and it went pretty quick. So, okay, let's see how we want to put our wreath on. And I think I am going to pop these up. So, nothing better to do on a cold winter's day than head into your stamp room and get some crafting done. I am also working on my prizes from the party. So I'm hoping to have everything pulled together by Friday. And I will post all my winners for Prize Patrol and everything else and message you guys so that you know that you've got something here. Let's do it this way. It's kind of oblong. I'm going to start right about there. Okay. Oh, yeah, that worked nice. Now I'll get my little bunny down here. I just dropped an embellishment on my, thing on my floor. Well, I'm sure it'll stick to my pants leg or something, right? Don't they do that? I think one of the cutest pictures I ever saw, though, was somebody who posted a picture of their puppy with embellishments on his nose. Okay, so we're going to put this right up here. And now we got our Hello Sunshine. So I'm going to just lift this up. And slide that right under. Lift you up a little further. See how that goes. Back. Up. I'll move that out just a little bit so our bunny's toes aren't stepping on my greeting. There we go. And then I'm just going to lift this up a little bit. Stick a little bit of that adhesive right there to hold that corner down. So super simple, quick and easy, got lots of texture. Now you got dimension because we popped them up, and a cute little greeting that doesn't have to mean Easter, right? So you can send this anytime. So I thought that would be kind of cute to share cards that can go beyond Easter. So are you ready for card number 2? All right. For our card number 2, we got an A2 size again. So our basic white is 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded at 4.25. And we have a Highland Heather mat. This will be our mat. This is 4.125 by 5 7/8. And then I've got some pattern paper here. The pattern paper is from Easter Joy. You guys have seen this. So it's same sheet, but then I cut this down. So this was cut actually 5.25 by 4. And then I cut off 1.5 inches because I want to use one side and then we'll flip the other side. So if you were using 2 different kinds of designer paper, what you would have is 1.5, excuse me, by 5.25, and then 2.5 by 5.25. So we got that. And you all know I love my vellum. So of course I have a piece of vellum that I'm going to be using. And this is cut from the Spotlight on Nature. And we're going to use this pretty watering can on this one, and another little piece cut from Spotlight on Nature that I'm going to use my here it is. Oh, I hope this fits on here. It says, "Hello, Spring." I'm going to do something that may shock a few people. So, and it'll make everything a little more versatile. So let's get started here. I'm actually going to start by putting my mat down first. You guys are quiet tonight. Oh, cute. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like that card. I'm going to pull that down just a hair. There we go. Now we got more even of a background. Let's just do this. Okay, now I'm going to put the one with the crumb cake on first. And my little edge is off to the side. So I'm just going to roll him over there because I don't want that hanging off the side of my card there. Okay, we got about that same spacing, that 1/8 of an inch. Push that down. There we go. Stampin' Up! Made an announcement, and I'm very excited. I can't share it yet, but just wait. I will post it as soon as I can. There we go. It's on there. Excellent. Now we got a little bit of purple sticking out. And then we still got our pink in there. And then we're going to add our little watering can there. And I'm going to decide here if I want to pop up my watering can or if I want to pop up I think I'm going to pop the watering can up. So we're going to put that on here first. Beth says the one with the watering can would be cute for Mother's Day. Oh, yes, it would. That is a good idea. I learned all my flower knowledge from my mother. She had flowers all over, all the time in our gardens. She always had a pretty yard. And I think most of us, at least us 4 daughters, pretty much all had big gardens, big flower gardens in our yards. Except now I don't have one. When you rent, it's a little harder. I learned my lesson one year when I put about $2,000 to $3,000 worth of flowers into someone's yard, and then I had to move, so I could. Wrong time of the year, I couldn't take it with me. It was very sad. Trust me, very sad. So I still do pots and stuff, though. I try to keep my deck looking pretty. All right, let's put this right up here. Oh, I'm all about the centers today, aren't I? Now, I don't have a Mother's Day stamp up here. Do I have something else that will? No, not quite. That would fit. Nothing up here. And after shoveling, I just do not have enough energy to run downstairs. So I actually cut my little stamp in half so now I can use it more. And I want to use the crumb cake. And we're going to put hello. Pull this one off. put spring on. That was one stamp at one time. And you could still put it together. Hello, spring. Now, as that dries, the color will soften a little bit, but looks a little darker than normal. But we have browns all over in there, so it would be pretty. And I thought that the crumb cake brought more of that natural look to it. Okay, where am I going with this? I don't want to go too high with these because we're going to overlap. There we go. Keep these to the bottom. All right. I'm going to take our little Hello Spring, slide it under our watering can just a bit. I am like really using up the dimensionals today. I didn't realize I was getting so heavy with those, but there we go. That is good. I have one more thing I want to do. We're going to pull that pink in and just make a cute pink little bow here. Let me do over because that got crooked. I don't know how those ladies do their bows with the two little, where they start with the two little bunny ears. Mine just never works that way. There we go. But I still get mine to work, so. I want to see how this looks, if the pinks would actually be okay together, because this is more of the pink flamingo, and this is more like bubble bath. So I don't know about that. You know what? I think I'm gonna not do that. The color is just kind of throwing me off. But what I'm gonna do is add these pretty. These are the Pearls of Beauty, and I could use white, but I think I'm going to bring that brown tone back in. How about we put one right up here between that, bring one down here. So we're kind of like going right through our greeting. And then how about one right up on top here? Oh, I pulled off the sticky part. There we go. Two overs. Now he wants to go where he wants to go. I want him right there. I'm getting picky, getting bossy with these guys. Okay, so there is our second one, little watering can. We got lots of color going on over here, but our purple is highlighted with our matte along with our browns, which tones it down just a little bit. Then we have our Hello Sunshine card that we made first. And then I wanted to bring back the one that we made last weekend maybe. And we did it with the Easter basket. And then here is the ephemera. And then I did the Hello Spring in the long way. And we added some of the embellishments from this Easter packet. This is all from that Easter Joy. So designer paper, same as this one. So quick and easy cards. Cute to make. Ephemera is great to use. I mean, it's so versatile. It doesn't have to be just for Easter, right? You can use that for spring. You can use it for birthdays, Mother's Day. So thank you, ladies. I am glad you like the cards and enjoy them. And I've got so much more planned. I'll keep you guys updated. I have 2 classes in the works, so watch for those. And I am hoping to get a newsletter out by tomorrow, but we'll see. Because I still got my party girls. I have to get their rewards out first. So, all right. You have a wonderful evening. Check back later to see who wins Prize Patrol tonight. And you stay warm and have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Good night.